if I'm gonna get some sweet action, I'm gonna go to your mom's house. So what you just heard and saw may not have been appealing to you. In fact, it really wasn't all that appealing to me. It was just kind of random noodling and shredding. But here's the thing, folks. That was real. I didn't edit anything. I didn't go in and change anything to make it sound better or worse. That was just me sitting here playing a guitar into a multi-effects pedal, recording it into Reaper with my interface. And you heard some of it through my studio monitors. That was it. So why am I doing this? Well, I've seen this resurgence of the fake guitar playing videos recently. And it may have just been this one guy that I saw. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll link his channel down there and you can go check out the videos that I'm talking about. And he kind of just touches on the points of that it kind of already been made, but it's been a while, so it's not a fresh argument, but it's coming back into the sight of people, right? And it got me thinking. You know, it brings up that question, can you actually look up to these social media influencer guitar players? And he mentioned, you know, Lucas Mann. He was a big target of this whole fake guitar player thing back when it was fresh. And Lucas Mann is the guitar player for a band called Rings of Saturn. He's a great player. He can clearly play, but there was this argument of like he was using backing tracks live and he wasn't really playing. You know, he was up there doing the whole sweep picking thing, and you could hear Levi Clay went into a deep dive on it years ago where he said, like, you know, you can hear each pick attack on a sweep, and then countering that with Lucas Mann saying, well, when I like to slide into other sweep patterns, so you are missing a couple notes. Like, I get it from both sides, and that's kind of what I'm talking about here. So you have the aspect of, well, you're playing live, depending on how you've recorded something in the studio, how it sounds on the album, you're probably going to have backing tracks. So for an example, and I do this in my demos all the time, and I'm going to get to more points here in just a second, but in my demos, sometimes I'll record a harmony, but I may not show myself on camera playing that harmony, or I'll dual track rhythm guitars, but then I'll do, you know, something descending here in the rhythm, but then something ascending here. And it just adds a little bit of flavor in each side of the recording or whatever. But I might not record myself playing both of those. Does that mean I'm faking it? No. Because when you're playing live, if you don't have another guitar player, you're going to have to pick a part to play and then play a backing track to make it sound like the album. Otherwise, it might sound a little strange because that's how people are used to hearing it, right? So am I saying using backing tracks to support your music or to make it sound like, I'm gonna put this pick down, to make it sound like the album and like people are used to hearing it? That's not wrong at all. Is it cheating? That's another question. No, it's not cheating, because how do you cheat at making music? If you had an entire album that you made and it was fake drums, a bass like MIDI plugin thing, you made your guitar parts in Guitar Pro, and then you got a text-to-speech translator thing, it may not sound the best, but subjectively it is music. So you can't cheat at the art of making music. I mean, for God's sake, music is art. You have people taping bananas to walls and calling it art, and people are buying it for millions of dollars. Oh my God! Because some people like it, and some people just have disposable income that they want to buy bananas taped to walls, but that's besides the point. So you can't cheat at music is my whole thing. Going back to looking up to these Instagram guitar players and all that kind of stuff, what actually is faking their playing? To me, you have really two different sides here. two sides of the coin. You have miming, which to me isn't faking per se, and I'll touch on that why in just a second. And then you have just the blatant fake, like trying to scam people into buying courses, fake playing. So let's talk on miming, because I'm guilty of miming, but I think most people are, and it can be forgiven in most cases. So miming is what I do practically for every one of my demos, except as of late. I've been doing some more live recording takes and all that kind of stuff, mainly for solos, but the way that I craft a video, if I'm doing a review, say I was reviewing this guitar, which I do have a review on this guitar, and I didn't do this, well, no, I did do this in that one, I forgot, because I made a little joke about it. So for real, you've not done a full demo of guitars in quite some time. But for this one, so what I did was when I got the guitar, before I even started shooting the video, I wrote a demo track for it. I sat down and I crafted a demo track. I got some drums, played guitar and bass over it, all that kind of stuff, crafted a lead line, all that, before I even turned on the camera. After I got it recorded, mixed, all that stuff, I then sat down in front of a camera and mine belonged to me playing it. Does that mean that I cheated or that I'm lying to you? No, because I actually recorded what you're hearing. For visual's sake, I'm just playing along with it. I can get on camera and show you what I played and prove that that's what I played, because it's not like the most technical thing in the world. And you know why? Because I know that I'm limited in my abilities, and that's okay. It's okay to understand that you're limited in your abilities. And I know it can be discouraging, especially coming up as a new player, or you're a beginner, or even in the intermediate stage. I'm in the intermediate stage. I've been playing for like 15 years, and I would call myself an intermediate player at best. It's hard when you're in that spot to look up to all these people that you maybe, grew up listening to, or that inspired you to start playing in the first place, and be like, I'll never aspire to that. But here's the thing. Most of those people, you can aspire to be there and get there, and even be better than some of these people. When it comes down to social media guitarists, it's a whole different beast. Because then you go into the second point that I was making here, where it's faking your guitar playing completely in an attempt to make money. So you have people that will edit their guitar tracks, or do like I said with the Lucas Mann thing, and do Guitar Pro and all that kind of stuff, and mime along with it. So it's tying miming into it, but it's completely fake. They're not playing what they're playing at all. So you'll have this super intricate like lick thing going on, and they're just maybe not even matching the notes. But an inexperienced guitar player would look at that and say, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I look up to that. I want to learn how to do that. So you'll go buy this pointless course, and it's just not anything it's a scam. It's a scam is what it is. I am saying to you right now, you need to allow yourself the ability and the mindset to be vulnerable. You have to get past that. You have to be perfect. You have to be flawless. Everything has to sound super clean. You don't need to be that way. Portraying yourself as this perfect, flawless guitar player is not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your audience, and it's not healthy for anybody looking up to you, which ties into your audience, but you get my point. It gives the people that are being genuine and being honest a bad name. Now, I'm genuine and honest, as I just showed you at the beginning of the video. That's really what I'm playing. I mean, that's probably not like to the best of my ability, but that's just off the top of my head, like, oh, I'm just gonna play da-da-da-da. I can play simple pentatonic stuff. I can play, in a couple of different modes, maybe do a couple key changes, but I always make the joke that it's any key. If I'm doing a demo of this, I'm not just playing any key, and it might not sound the greatest, but you're getting the idea of what it sounds like, and that's kind of the whole point. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit and say that I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing to some degree on the guitar. And again, whether you think I do or not is completely subjective, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm honest with you. That's really it, folks. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that you should look up to some of these, or most of these, or any of these, me included? YouTube guitarists, Instagram guitarists, TikTok guitarists, all that stuff. Do you think you should actually look up to them, or do you think you should aspire to be them? Like I said, this was something that I just saw earlier, and I thought it was nice to touch on it again because I never jumped on the original bandwagon when it was around. But since it's making a resurgence, I figured I'd get a piece of that sweet action. Not really. But anyway, if I'm going to get some sweet action, I'm going to go to your mom's house. There we go. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video because it's starting to ramble and get off topic here. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of stuff and you want real, honest reviews or more talking head videos like this. I greatly appreciate it. I was going to end it on some more crappy guitar playing, but I just stopped the recording and I really don't want to sync it back up. So thank you guys for joining me. If you want to check out a review on this, go check it out. Check out some other videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one.